What's up, everybody? Black Nerd
What it
Planet.
do?
It's your boy, Four Eyes Malone Jordan. It's the
It's your
other
boy
guy,
M.
the boy M.
You know
It's
what
a
time it is, baby.
oh shoot! I'm keep yawning. I tried not to keep doing that. It's an
Hey
Animal
man.
Crossing New Horizons. 3 weeks after we done played it, review. We can't do like everybody else that's cool and got the game like a month ago early. So we had to play it in normal real person time, which most people
Yeah.
did. So I think that's a good way to review it actually.
Yeah, I
You
do
gotta
too. I
work.
agree.
So think really just getting into it, man. What do you think about out of your 3 weeks? It came out with March 20th. It's what
Mm-hmm.
April 12th or is it 12th? Yeah, it's the 12th.
Yes, it's
Easter
12.
Day. What you thinking,
Bunny
man?
day.
How much
Man, I'm
enjoyment?
I'm having a good time, man. As of lately, I just been trying to plant flowers. I'm trying to have get my little green thumb going. I'm trying to breed flowers and stuff, gardener style. But I'm having a good time so far, really.
How do from like the first week to now? How do you feel about the activities that they kind of give you to do? You know what I
Uh,
mean?
Yeah. Well, shit. Up until old punk ass Bunny Day came around, I thought it was cool.
So the
But
pedophile bunny popped up.
but man, now you gotta find all these damn eggs all over the place, so that's
Mm-hmm.
annoying.
Yeah,
As
it's
far as
weird timing
activities
for
go,
that.
yeah.
From when they put the game out to having like 3 events basically in the
Mm-hmm.
first few weeks. I mean, it's cool having stuff to do, but it was like all like jumbled up together between
Yeah.
they did the like you said the Easter or Bunny Day, which was like a week and a half,
Damn near.
and then they had cherry blossoms for what like a week two or something like that,
Yeah, like 2 weeks or
or
something.
maybe 2 weeks.
I was reading, or maybe they said it on here, but like them trees, their maturity is only like 2 weeks and then they be gone or whatever, like in
Mm,
real life. So I
okay.
guess that's what kind of what they was going for.
Yeah, I didn't know that. Hmm.
I mean, I don't know if like I said, if I seen it, on the internet or something, or if I seen it while I was playing the game or what, I can't remember. But I noticed then because like I read that and then like the next day, like Friday or something, they was gone or Saturday was gone. So
Yeah, I think it was Friday or Saturday.
hmm
Because I think one thing that I was wondering, because I know you're like in progression of the game, you're farther than me because they start you out with just I'm in this bum ass tent, and then you get the miles, the Nook miles, you get into like the little one room house that you get like normal Animal
hmm
Crossing, you start adding rooms. But in this one, they progressed it in a way where you're building. I mean, obviously you're doing your house, but then you're building up the island community. And at a
hmm
certain point, you have to like where you're at, you get the like the hype part of the game that everybody's looking forward to of the terraforming,
hmm
which
Yep.
I think that from what I looked up, you gotta have like the 3-star rating in your town,
hmm
which is kind of
Yep.
what you had to go for. You talking about planting flowers and everything. Like,
You gotta spruce it up.
did you feel like the progression all the way up to that was like worth it, or was it kind of annoying?
I think it was fine because a lot of the stuff that they say that you should do to get your island to have better stars or more stars or whatever, I kind of feel like you already kind of do. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Like, I mean, not everybody is going to be planting flowers or even planting a whole bunch of flowers or whatever,
Yeah.
trees or whatever. But that's kind of the point. You know what I'm saying? To
Mm-hmm.
kind of like do stuff like that. So I feel like it was pretty. It wasn't too much out of the way stuff that you had to do, really.
Yeah. Excuse me. Cause me, I'm like, okay, I like flowers in the game. Like an issue
Mm-hmm.
with it though is you kind of have to you have to do like the Nook Mile Mystery Islands to get
Mm-hmm.
like a lot of the variety, or like
Yeah,
go to your friends' islands and stuff. Cause like
that's right.
I'm not exactly sure what the rotation is on like how they sell flowers in like
And
the
I don't think,
cranny shop.
yeah, and I don't think that like from what I was looking up, because I was trying to find like how do you get other stuff, because I want other flower. I mean, because there were other flowers that I want to buy, but
Mm-hmm.
I think that the flowers work the same way that the native fruit works.
Hmm.
and that you have a certain
Seed.
selection. Yeah.
Huh.
And I know it's like some of them change in the shop. Like I know, maybe like the color, but from what I've seen or what I've noticed, I don't know how often it changes, if it changes at all, really.
What do cause what flowers do you have to buy in your
Because I
drop
know
shop?
that in the beginning it was just like white cosmos and I want to say like yellow cosmos or whatever. Because I
Yeah.
know that they said the ones that's on the very top of your island in the back, those is your native flowers or whatever.
Okay. Cause those are the
I
wind.
guess.
Cause I got like wind flowers.
Oh, you
The
got windflowers up there. I got
yeah.
cosmos up there. So
Okay. I'm
I
pretty
guess
sure.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what I have. Because in my shop right now, it's either selling me the hyacinths, or however you
Hmm.
say it, and then the
Whatever that how you say that shit.
yeah, and the windflowers. But I feel like at some point I bought tulips, but
Yeah.
or maybe I bought that from somebody else's, but I don't
Yeah,
know.
and I think it does change. I just don't know like how and what way. Because right now in my store, I got red cosmos, red pansies, and red tulips.
Okay.
White cosmos,
Yeah, I've
yellow
been having
pansies.
them pansies a lot too, and I don't like those
Mm-hmm.
too much.
You don't like the pansies?
Nah. And I think, and I've been trying my best to like kind of just play the game and not look at like different how tos and stuff. It's been like a few
Mm-hmm.
times of like the fish guide or something like that, but I've been trying to
Yeah,
just play it on my own.
just play it. Yeah. The
But
only
it,
thing that oh, my fault.
no, keep going, keep going.
I was just gonna say the only thing really that I had looked up was like um the flower pattern, like how you got to do it to crossbreed them, because I didn't really understand how that worked, and I thought that you just planted them all and they would just go from
Yeah,
there or whatever. But
I think you have to have them on like a diagonal pattern.
yeah, it's like a
I'm
little pattern.
Which sometimes it's like, at least for me, I like struggle with doing that. I don't know if I'm just dumb or what. Cause I,
Nah, man, when you doing it with the shovel, I mean, well, if you just drop them down, because you can just, when you got seeds, you can just plant them, just
mm-hmm,
drop them. But you can also do it, dig a hole and then plant them.
yeah,
And that's kind of what I try to do, because when you just plant them, they just kind of go wherever. They
mm-hmm,
don't really have a structure. I mean, and they do, because if you notice, like when you plant them, they do kind of go in a pattern, like basically based on the space that you have around you.
mm-hmm. That's
But I
true.
just feel like it's easier to me if you just like if you dig a hole and then do it, because then you can look at that hole and it's gonna go right to the spot that you want it to.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't even think of that. Even though it's like it's definitely more work, but it's a smarter thing to
Yeah,
do.
yeah. Because I mean, it is definitely more for you to do when you're doing it with the shovel. But then at the same time, if you just plant them and they don't go where you want them to, then you got to go back and pick them up or dig them up and replant them again anyway. So I guess it's
Yeah.
like, you know, whatever you feel like doing at the time.
Mm-hmm. I think one thing that I do really appreciate about the progression of the game though is that everybody definitely gets. I mean, everybody has to go about it the same way, but in terms of like what you're gonna have on your island could be totally different than somebody else's. Like the
Mm-hmm.
other day, I'd got like a gold lucky cat DIY from like a message in a bottle or whatever.
Oh yeah, that's tight.
But the downside to that though is I don't have like you have to use a regular lucky cat to make it,
Oh
but I don't
yeah,
have
damn.
that one. So it's just kind of like okay, well now I gotta like
Mm-hmm.
have this recipe for nothing.
For nothing.
and
Yeah, I got a
the
few recipes like that.
and the chances of me finding it are just like kind of it's all RNG, and then it's like how many
Mm-hmm.
people am I gonna be able to like visit to possibly find like that item? Cause and then that's the other thing too of the how do they go about the rotation of selling items to people?
Mm-hmm.
Cause and it all depends on personal taste. But a lot of times I'm like, man, I don't want nothing in here.
Yeah.
And then like today when I went in there, they had like the studio light and a what was the other thing? Oh, it was like a work desk or something, computer
Mm-hmm.
desk, whatever. I'm like, okay, that's cool. So and I think that all just goes into like how much variety is really in this game, just from all the different aesthetics and clothing
Yeah.
items and everything like that. Like, how do you feel about? Do you think the varieties kind of lived up to what your personal like perception was before it came out?
Yeah, I would say so. It's a lot of different stuff. It's just random, I guess, or in that like the stuff that they decide to put on here. But I feel like it's a lot more stuff as far as like just like furniture and like random stuff that you can get. I feel like it's a lot of different stuff on here, more than I guess what I thought it was gonna be.
Mm-hmm. And like just in turn, like definitely in terms of like styles of like eras or like age and
Hmm.
different like kind of time periods and stuff like that. There's a lot of things I'm like, man, I don't want this crap at all, but somebody else might want it, so it's like maybe I should have bought it. And
Yeah,
because I don't know if you've seen like there's like a whole like Amazon page people made for like buying different like people's items and stuff they don't want.
oh damn, for real. Nah, I've been
Yeah.
on Discord and seeing like kind of talking to people on Discord and like meeting random people on there, like going to random islands and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
trying to get like flowers and stuff. But I haven't seen like the spreadsheet of stuff you can get. Because I
Yeah.
know people have been making those though too.
Yeah, I haven't like looked at it deeply. I think I was on like Twitter, Reddit, or something, and I saw people talking about it. I'm like, man, it's like super in deep.
Mm-hmm. Because they got grids and stuff, spreadsheets for the flowers and stuff too.
Mm-hmm. The I think over like I don't, and it probably had a lot to do with the egg thing. But I feel like
Mm-hmm.
I haven't been like rushing to play it as much as I've been wanting to.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's because of that or if it's just kind of like, okay, well, I owe a lot of money and it's going to take a little more time. But then I had missed out on buying turnips like one or two times, which kind of set me back from like a lot of other
Yeah.
people. Like, I know you said you had been doing like the buying turnips and all that kind of thing. Like, have you been
Yeah.
successful with that?
I did it one time. I just I just had one little I met up with somebody on Discord. They double T in the morning, old Timmy and Tommy was buying them for like 500 or something, man. And I had them for like 90. And we
Mm,
did like two runs. I mean,
okay.
like it might have been like three runs between me, him, and I guess it was his wife or something. But we just got on there,
Some
and
lovely couple from Idaho.
mhm, exactly. We made like, well, I don't know how much they made or how much he made, but I made like 800K or something like that off
Mm,
that one. So it,
okay.
it definitely helps if you can do it or if you can find, somebody who's nooks and crannies is buying them for a good amount. But it's kind of like the real stock market where it's kind of like it is helpful, but it can be
Detrimental.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
It can
cause I
definitely bankrupt you.
excuse me, cause I've every time I try to look at like the prices of buying them or selling them, I mean, it's always been like some bullshit ass like 65 bills or something,
Yeah, for
and I'm just
sure.
like, okay. And people make it seem like if you have like a really low number like a day or two, then it's gonna spike or something the next day, but it doesn't seem like that happens for everybody.
Mm-mm.
Because I
And I
haven't
don't know.
I was just gonna say I haven't been able to like capitalize on the like 500 market or whatever, like you said.
Yeah, and it's hard too because a lot of times, unlike what I've seen in the Discord chats and all that kind of shit, is like, people be like they charge you for like entry fees and stuff. They want
Yeah, I
good
saw
amount of
that.
tickets or they want money or whatever. They trying to tax you to for you to come spend money on their island or whatever, which is cool. Like, I don't have no problem with that because everybody just trying to make money. But at the same
Mm-hmm.
time, it's like, well, here we are trying to make money. So, you gotta,
Yeah.
and I guess that's that same old, you gotta have money to make money. Yes.
Yeah, and I've seen a lot of tactics people have been using, like setting up like a bench in front of the
Mm-hmm.
airport or whatever to like block people from coming
Yep.
there raiding and messing their game up and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Or
So,
they got like a stall or whatever. You can give them the little nip. Because I went to this one chick island the other day for some lilies
Yeah.
because that was the only flower that I didn't have on my island. And she's like, "Yeah, you can come through, but it's gonna cost a Nook Miles ticket." And I was like, "All right, whatever." So when I got there, she's like waiting at the front, had a little stall, and she had like, just throw the little Nook Mile ticket across the stall or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And which it wasn't like she was like blocking you off so you couldn't get in there until you did that or whatever. But I guess I could have probably ran by,
Yeah.
but I don't know. I mean, I ain't trying to be a jerk. I guess everybody, like I said, everybody's trying to get money, so I ain't trying to,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Yeah, this is the first time I've seen how intense like that part of the game is. Like
Mm-hmm.
playing New Leaf, I knew like turnips and that stuff was there, but I didn't know that people was really out here like, yeah, like you just said, haggling for
Yeah.
coming to the island and different stuff like
Mm-hmm.
that. Excuse me. Is what you said you're on like the million or something loan for your house now?
Yeah, it's like a million two fit 1.25 basically or
Oh
something.
yeah, cause you got
Yeah.
like the 5 rooms now or something, 4 or 5.
Yeah, I got all three of the little regular rooms because it's three when you go in your house. It's like
Mm-hmm.
one on the left, one in back, one on the right, and then I got upstairs now too.
Okay. Yeah, I know you can. I think you can get like a basement too. I'm not sure how
Hmm.
many more rooms. It might just
I
turn into expanding the size at some point.
Yeah, and I think that the next one, like once I pay off this loan, and I think the next one is the basement, and I think you get to change like some parts of your on the outside of your house. I think you get more outside upgrades or something.
Okay. Yeah, I'm so far away from all that. I still got the little
Mm.
basic roof with my little
Yeah.
big ass fence and shit. I got a pool though.
Yeah. It's like, it's like real life. You trying to, yeah, I got a big backyard in my house, and other people like, well, I got a little backyard, but I got a fence. So,
Yeah.
it ain't really like one's better than the other. It's just funny where, where you are versus where somebody else is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like when I was on Adams Island yesterday, and he's playing with his wife and his sister in law, and
On the island,
yeah, on that same island.
that's how, yeah,
So theirs is like super decorated because they got 3 people working on it and
working on it.
everything.
Hell yeah.
Cause I'm just like, man, I ain't got time. It's too much work,
Man, because
especially
some
when you broke
days,
villagers.
because some days I'll just like, because it's a lot. It really is a lot of stuff for you to do, and you can get caught up doing one thing, for like 3 hours without even realizing it. Like for example, planting those flowers. That's a good little that original time that I was working on it. That was a good like 3 hours, 4 hours that
Oh
I had
yeah.
ended up putting in trying to get them all arranged in the way because when I first did it, I just planted them any
Mm-hmm.
old way and it was all over the place. So once I realized that you had to do it a certain way, then I had to go back and dig all the ones up that I had already planted and move them and move trees because basically, everything is already set in a way so it
Mm-hmm.
works. Now I got to redo it. So yeah, it could definitely be time consuming for sure.
Yeah, I don't even know if I have mine in like a set form. Like I have like
Hmm.
certain spots and they might be like in a little rectangle or square. But I don't have like this garden is on a 16 by 9 like
Yeah.
framework or anything.
Right. I don't have it like that. I mean, it is like that, but I'm not keeping track of the number. I'm just planting the flowers with, in a little pattern and then just watering them and, trying to see if I can get whatever I can get.
Yeah. I
Because they said, oh my
no, keep
fault.
going. I'll keep going. I wasn't saying shit.
They said I was just gonna say that they was saying like if you breed in flowers, they're like, don't breed flowers with the new flowers that grow. Or you can, but it just
Hmm.
jumbles it up basically because of the genetics. Like the new flowers that
See,
grow, it
they
might
getting
be
deep.
yeah, for sure. Like it might be so like if you growing it and it's a white flower, whatever kind, and a new one grows and it's white too, well that one might not have the genetic combo that the parent had in order for you to get a different color if you put it with another one basically.
Oh well. Yeah, see,
Yeah.
I don't. Come on, man.
Yeah, so it's and that much for me is too much. So I'm just playing them, and then when a new one grows, I'll move it to a different spot. You know what I'm saying? So that way it can another one can grow in the spot where that one was or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And if it grows a new color, it does. And if it doesn't, like I want more colors of stuff, the rare stuff that you can get. But like you said, man, when you start to saying like you talking about real genetics,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like
Getting into
that
science class over
real
here.
DNA. That's crazy. Like that's
So I
genetic
thought this was a
research.
kid's
You know what
game.
I'm saying? Like, come on, man.
Do
It's
how
like
do
fucking rocket science and shit.
how do, how do you feel about like your villagers on your island? Like who do you all have now?
I got okay, so I got a bear, I got Megan, I got a cow named Tipper.
I did
I
see that.
got
I was like,
yeah,
what a joke.
I got a little field mouse, Limburg.
Limburg.
I got a little squirrel, Nibbles. I got kangaroo, Sylvia, and I got a hamster. Oh, and I got Sherb, the goat or sheep or whatever he is, and I got a new one, Lopez. He's like a deer or
Lopez.
something. Yeah,
I like how you had all
he just
those
moved
like
in.
stereotypical names. And
Yeah.
then you got Sylvia and Lopez. Like, wait a minute.
uh, but I like the people on my island, my homies, my boys,
Mm-hmm.
Sylvia and Megan, and then Hamlet. He was one of the originals, so we super tight too. But
That's funny.
we cool. We not as cool or whatever. I don't know. Maybe we got a little bit of beef because when I originally put his house down, it was like right next door to mine.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, damn, bro, you look too close, man. So I ended up moving all the way. So maybe that's why we don't talk much as we used to.
He said, man, he just gonna move my crib. I ain't need to sign no papers.
Nah, he did though. They asked you like, so do that. Tom Nook be like, okay, hold on. That's cool. You want to move his house? Let me hit him up on the phone real quick, see how he feel about it. And
That's
then
funny.
he'll call him up. And then he like, oh shit, bro, I ain't tripping. You go ahead, man, do your thing.
Oh, wow.
And then so I did have his consent. I didn't just move him out the way. I didn't just get his ass out of here.
That would be funny though if they was like, man, hell no, I ain't moving,
Yeah,
bro.
it would be. But I think that is possible because I did have one dude on my island named Bruce. He moved in. I met him on the Nook Miles trip.
Got Bruce up out of there.
Well, I didn't, but one day he was like, man, have you ever thought about what it looked like outside, man? What the world is, bro? And I was like, yeah, I feel you, bro, but it's cool, bro. Just chill. And then I talked to him like the next day, and he said it again. He's like, man, the outside world really is looking like. I was like, man, just get out of here then, man. Let's go. Just leave, bro.
Say, if you don't want to be on my island, I don't want you.
Bye. But it's funny though, cause Nia, she playing it too.
Mm-hmm.
And we we ain't on the same island. She got her own, but he moved into her island.
Oh, that's funny.
He was over there like walking around, I guess visiting or at her campsite, and she was like, I wonder, is this the same dude from your island? And I was like, I mean, this is possible. Yeah. And then she talked to him, and he was like, what? What's this? Man, this show ain't Ghost Town.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, damn, that's tight. So I guess, if people move, it can be the same person or whatever. I know it's a bunch of the same people, like, because I know she got Hamlet on her island too. But I guess if it's somebody that you don't have or something, it's a possibility that they can go to somebody else's island and they'll talk at your island or whatever.
Yeah, with that, especially since y'all done play together and stuff, so that little interaction, and she probably might have talked to him or something.
Yeah, definitely. Because I know, like, I was talking to Megan or somebody one day, and she was like, "Yeah, you know about Yue? Yeah, man. Word on the street is every time she come around, somebody see her shaking trees down." And it was like, I wonder if she's trying to build some kind of fruit-based DIY or whatever. And we wasn't on the island together at the same time at this point. You know what I'm saying? It was just because they interacted. So the residents on my island know her, or even you know what I'm saying? They talk about the other people that you've met when they not around or whatever.
Out here talking crazy.
Gossiping and shit. Said, man, you know about such and such, man. That punk, man. Why they even come around here? Or they'll be like, they'll comment on whatever your little title is, you know, like I think yours is like down and out artist or something. They be like, man, I can't. How did he come up with that, man? I wish I could have came up with that, man. That's crazy.
Yeah, I was wondering why they made you do that little nickname thing. Like, what significance was that even gonna bring to the game?
Yeah, they be talking about it. They have a little comment about it. I guess the residents do.
Oh shoot! Oh man!
So that's cool to me. I like the interactions with the residents, and like I don't know if you ever walked up on them and like caught two of your residents talking to each other.
I've really only ever seen mine like singing together or like fishing together, but I don't think I've really ever seen them like have a talk or confrontation or anything.
They be having conversations, and like if you go up to them while they're having a conversation, they'll keep talking to each other, but then they'll basically like kind of include you in the conversation too.
Yeah, they pretty mess. I thought you about to say we had dismissed you up out of there.
And they said, this is an A and B conversation. You need to see your way out of it.
You ain't even an animal, first of all.
What a weirdo.
That's what even makes it funny, too, is like, you the only human. Like, nobody really say it. It's almost like a
no, they don't acknowledge that. Show. Yeah, everybody just existing.
Oh, shoot.
They're like, you a human, and I'm a dog.
To say to that? Well, I had another point. Of course, I lost it. That's what happens when you don't write shit down. Where do you see like where you want to go with your island like in the next few weeks? You know what I mean? Like you gonna have like, because we don't even know. I mean, because it's gonna be more like fish and bugs and stuff, which like rotate.
Seasonal stuff.
Seasonal animals. I mean, bugs, whatever, and then items and everything, but even like just decorating stuff, because I don't even know how anybody could tell like what all the stuff in the game is that's already available. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, I mean, I'm sure there's like a data mine or whatever somebody did.
So much stuff.
Then, it's like, how do you even get all that stuff? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Is it worth it?
Where I see myself going, the only thing that I have structurally in my mind right now is like I want to make a kitchen. I want to have a little kitchen in my house. And like right now I just got like a refrigerator. I think I got a microwave.
Single man's
I got like a little pan. It's like a little hanging pots and pans thing like on the wall, and like a little hanging on the wall knife set, but I don't have like no counter space or nothing like that. And like you was talking about earlier, with like having recipes that take other recipes, I have it's like a kitchen sink with a counter connected to it, basically. You know what I'm saying? Like I have that, but I gotta build like an iron dresser, or I gotta have like some kind of dresser and some other thing, and then I can make that's like 2 recipes that it needs for me to make that. And I done had that recipe since like the beginning, I feel like. And I can't even make it, like you said, because you know, it needs another recipe and shit. I don't know where I would get those other recipes from. I guess if I asked, or you know what I'm saying, looked online or something specifically. But other than that, I'm just kind of playing it as I go, because especially like with the outside stuff, I mean, what you get and stuff that you don't know, you don't know what kind of stuff you're going to get. You might have a fence that you like and then find a new fence that you like, you know what I'm saying? So as far as that goes, I'm just kind of playing it by ear on the outside. Because like I really haven't terraformed that much stuff. Like I did on one of the top parts of my island just to create some more space. Yeah. And I did actually close up like a river area and made it like so you can just run through instead of building a bridge. It's just grass or whatever, which that's cool too. But I don't know, that kind of makes me feel like I'm cheating or something. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not cheating, but it's just because it's like, I guess because I feel like the point is to like build a bridge. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like connect it. But I guess it's not. It's just I don't know. It's just me feeling goofy about it, and I'm just like, is this what this was intended for? Is this what I'm supposed to be? You know what I'm saying? It just kind of felt like that when I was doing it. Like, oh, this is wrong. I shouldn't be closing this river off.
I'd make a pathway if I could.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely helps. And there are spots where I have it built like it's not a pathway, but it's like at a little angle so you can kind of like hop to the next side or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
There are spots like that. So, like, because some areas where it's water, I didn't want to close it off. I wanted it to be flowing, but some of them it's not. So, like, now instead of having like a fork, my little river goes to the left, basically, or whatever.
Yeah, I think that's one of the questions I would even, if I was able to even talk to Nintendo or whoever direct the game, you know what I'm saying? It's like, what do they expect people to do to, like, keep playing? You know what I mean? Because so many of, like, the hardcore fans, like, blaze through getting to, like, a certain point. You know what I'm saying? Like, if everybody's able to get to, terraforming and stuff, like, even, like, people that did it, like, in a week, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of people, it's, like, time traveling, too, but because it's, like, damn near impossible to do that. But it's just, like, you know, how do you expect to keep people's interest for the whole year?
Yeah, because I was wondering about that, too. Like, obviously, and I have spurts of games where I play them for a long time, especially if it's something that I like. And then I'm like, all right, I'm done with this. But I was just wondering, like, because there's so much different stuff and it's changing all the time, I just wonder, like, how I'm going to feel about, like, not playing it, basically, or how I'm going to feel, like, in a month's time or something, when, like, you know, May or June or something. Like, am I still even interested in this? Or is this, you know, or if I have my island the way that I want it, if I get to a point where I'm like, this is perfect. Boom.
Yeah,
am I just gonna, you know, you just gonna leave it, put it down, or what? Yeah. But I think I want to. Oh, my fault.
No, I was just gonna say you talking about it getting your island to like a perfect look. Like I wish you could do like a top down like look or whatever over the whole
see
thing.
The whole thing. Yeah, that would be cool.
But what was you gonna say?
I think I was just gonna say that I was just gonna try. I feel like a goal of mine with this game is to just, at least like after I feel like I'm done playing it, or I get to a point where I'm like, okay, I had enough. I think I still want to at least get on like once a day or twice a day or something. You know what I'm saying? Just kind of talk to, get those little free check-in Nook miles or whatever. You know, talk to your little residents and stuff. I don't think I want to let like a day go by where I don't play it, or a couple days where I don't play it or whatever. Because I know like weeds and stuff will grow and it'll get all chaotic and stuff. Life still exists when you don't play it.
Yeah. Then your villagers be like, man, you ain't even been here in like 2 weeks, man. What's wrong with you, dog?
Because I know on Spaceman Leezy Island, they, at one point I was on there and talking to somebody and they was like, yeah, man, you know, this island cool, man. People be here. Yes. You know, and it's just like, dang, so I want to, you know, they got an attitude or whatever based on you not really showing up or being around or whatever.
Being a delinquent villager. Even though you really
mayor, I guess.
Yeah, basically,
like, like the governor and shit.
The one taking control of this situation. Everybody got 5 bills to their name.
Man, I'm a fucking city planner and shit.
Man, we got all these resource centers for what?
Man, nothing. For them to sit around and wait for you to come back.
And they're doing aerobics and stuff. You ever see that when you walk in? Yeah. They be stretching.
You talking about Isabella and Tom and shit? Or just everybody in general?
Well, them specifically.
Yeah, they be doing little stretches, like face to face doing stretches or whatever. Yeah, this game is pretty funny, man. I mean, just as far as like stuff that happens and just, you know, random occurrences and stuff. I like it. As far as like, you know, little goofy stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's pretty interesting so far.
It's a lot of subtle, small things that put the whole package together. Like that thing.
Yeah, I would agree with that for sure.
Because when you think about like how they delayed it from November, December to March, it was like I wonder what were those like last things they wanted to add in, because you
Mm-hmm.
can tell that they put a lot of work into it, even though it's such like a simple game for the most part. Like there's a lot of stuff in there that's like you gotta be there to really take advantage of, like
Yeah, that's
appreciating it.
facts. Mm-hmm.
Like, do you
I
think?
mean,
No, keep going.
I wasn't about to say nothing. I was just about to bring up that the genetics and stuff again, just
Oh
like
yeah, definitely.
as far as like stuff, this random stuff.
The like in terms of like recommending this game to people, you know what I'm saying? Like, do you find yourself doing that, or is it just kind of like, hey man, I like it. You know what I mean? Because it's
Yeah,
hard to
I
do.
I have only to one person that I know that has a Switch that doesn't have this game of my friends. Because really,
Mm,
only three of my friends, and like two other people, got a Switch and have this game also.
yeah.
Um, so yeah, and that's Lil J, and I'm trying to get, but as far as like him getting it, it's about the price of it and not the actual game. You know what
Mm,
I'm saying? So it's like I feel you, because it is a $60 game. So it's like you
yeah.
got $60. I can't be like, oh man, you should try this. And then be like, when he like, well, I don't got $60 right now. Man, you suck, man. It's
Yeah.
like I can only be like, it's fun. Like I
Oh,
said, I
yeah,
have a good
brokey.
time. Right. Look, broke bum, get a job. But like, nah, it's just I try to sell them on it, and I think that I have. Like I said, I think it just comes down to when he feel like he want to buy it, but because it's like the pitch of it to me sounds good. It's like something you can just turn on and play. You don't have to be super focused, or you don't have to dive super deep,
Mm-hmm.
and you can just kind of relax and play it at your pace where you feel like you want to be. If you want to, like you said, blaze through it, you can. If you don't, you can, especially with it being like real time. You can get on there for an hour from like 6 7, make you a little money, do your little island up, decorate it or whatever, and turn it off, and it's cool. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, it's not nothing that you are like, oh, when can I stop playing this? When will I be able to stop? You know what I mean? Like, it's like, just turn it on, turn it off.
Mm-hmm. And even
It's one of
with
those
the
games.
like the certain things that are set, like when to buy turnips and when to sell
Mm-hmm.
them, or like when like the shops open and close and stuff. Even that is kind of just like, okay, like it's something that'll come back eventually, or I'll be able to
Yeah, for sure.
find this stuff at some point. Like, it's not the end of the world.
Nah, definitely. And it's a lot of stuff that I've seen where I've went to people's islands and looked in their store and they had it. And I'm like, damn, I ain't never seen this. And then I'll come back to my store, or like in the next couple of days, it'll be in my store or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've
Mm-hmm.
had situations like that where it's like, oh, I didn't never think I was gonna be able to get something like that, and then I get it. You know what I mean? Or
Yeah.
it's some accessible to me. So I think that's cool too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think for me, like I try to tell people like it's tight, man, but like, after that, I'm not about to really say too much,
Yeah,
cause
because it really ain't nothing. It ain't really nothing to
yeah,
even say. Like, this that kind of game. Like, because Spaceman Lee's talking about this mug being like game of the year, and I'm like, because we had that conversation too, and it's like, this is gonna be people's favorite game, but it's never gonna be game of the year or
yeah, like
anything
get
like
out of
that. Like, it's
here.
just not that kind of game. It's just not that kind of game. Like, it's a very popular game, and lots of people across the world, kids and adults alike, are gonna really love this game and really have a good time playing it. But it's not gonna be game of the year at all. I mean,
Yeah,
it's not even that kind of game.
yeah.
Honestly, I feel like it's not even the kind of game that would even qualify for game of the year, I guess, to
Mm-hmm.
me.
Like, and it's not even on the same like. It's kind of on the same level because the hype and stuff and the
Mm-hmm.
numbers of sales, but it's kind of like an Avengers thing where that movie, a lot of people love Avengers, but it's not about to win an Oscar, bro. Like, it's not the
No.
same thing.
Mm-mm. It was a huge movie, huge success,
Man.
but it's not going. That's the extent of its succession. Is like, that's where it stops at. It's going to be a big success. Make a lot of money, make a lot of
Mm-hmm.
people happy.
Exactly.
Everybody's going to enjoy it, and then that's as good as it's going to get. which is not bad at all. I don't want anybody to be like, man, you talking trash. It's not bad or anything. It's just that's just the kind of game that it is.
It's like spend an hour talking about it and be like, well, this shit weak.
Sucks, man. Oh.
Shit, man.
Who want to play something like this?
Overall, man, out of the whatever we're calling this, the 3-week review or
check in,
yeah. I think it was worth the $60 because we both done put shit. I probably got like 100 hours. You probably got like 1,000. So,
but no, because we was at work the other day. You said that you had seen, like it show you a little game clock or whatever. He was like, man, it was like, it said like 155 hours. And I was like, I was taken back like, damn. But I mean, I don't know why I was, because it's like, yeah, I guess I have been playing it that long. But it's just funny to hear it. It's like, oh, shit. Hey, 200 hours on this month.
Like, wait a second. You didn't even
like,
know
shit,
200 hours was in these weeks.
Man, I guess it's like, damn, when you think about it, it has been, like you said, 3 weeks. At least I've been playing it at least once or twice a day for the past 3 weeks. So,
yeah, I've maybe only missed 2 days, possibly just from being like tired or not even really thinking about it.
Not really messing with it, yeah.
And I'm trying to get... No, keep going.
I was just gonna say that's just like like we were saying, that's just a kind of game that you can do that like that. I think adds to the appeal. You know what I'm saying? Where once you hop back on it, you back on it. You know what I'm saying? It don't hurt nothing really, or disarm you or nothing, make you look crazy because you haven't played in a couple of days.
Yeah, and I'm trying to help my kids like progress through it. But they just like, you try to tell them like, you gotta do this, and they be like, okay, but they don't do it. It's like, all right, well, you're not gonna be able to get to where my island is if you don't do this, because I'm not gonna do it for you, because I already gotta do it on mine. Like, I'm not about to do it twice.
Yeah, I'm definitely build up your island and build up my island.
Oh man,
that's crazy.
You got anything else?
No, I think the only thing I was just gonna say was somebody else playing on my island. But
repeat that, because it kind of damn thing went out a little bit.
My bad. I was just saying that I wouldn't mind having somebody else on my island kind of helping me out. But then at the same time, like, nah, hell nah. Don't touch that. Put that drink back. Hey, quit moving stuff around, man. Go touch your stuff.
Like, I think it's right there.
I put it right there on purpose. This is my island, and I think that would be fun though to have somebody. But at the same time, like you said, yeah, shit, you're not about to be on my Switch all day. Yeah. I'm on my Switch all day. Like, I'm not about to play with you right now.
Exactly. Oh shoot. Oh man, I think that wraps it up, brother.
Yeah, I think so too, man. This shirt is. I'm sweating or whatever for some weird reason. So it's time to do something else.
Oh my god. Oh man. Well, thanks everybody. Black Nerd Planet, YouTube, Twitch, Patreon, SoundCloud, Apple, all that stuff. Like, comment, subscribe.
Indianapolis. Post Road. Just places where we be at, I guess.
Everybody on Post Road loves Animal Crossing.
We be on Discord. We be on 38th Street.
Sounds like the funniest rapper flip. This the real Animal Crossing out here. It's animals on the street.
You feel me? We on 42nd with it, nigga. Going out game signs and stuff, man. It's crazy.
Oh, shoot. Bye, everybody.
Yeah, peace.